Summer is coming to a close, and if you just moved to Cleveland, or maybe you've been in Cleveland your whole life, and you haven't been to Cedar Point, well, in this video, I'm going to show you what you're missing out on. Hi guys, I'm Patty sells CLE. Welcome back to my channel, Living in Cleveland, where I make videos about all things Northeast Ohio, Northwest Ohio, and even down south. You know the drill. If you don't want to miss any of my videos, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. I love them. Okay, so it's August, and actually a lot of kids are already back to school, which is kind of depressing. My kids are leaving for college this weekend. I don't have any elementary or high school kids anymore, so it's kind of bittersweet. But yesterday, my husband and I, we went to, it was a beautiful summer day, and I said, hey, a lot of kids are back in school and we have not been to Cedar Point yet, and we have season passes and we've not been there, which is absolutely nuts. And I go, let's go. Let's go to Soak City. Well, it's not Soak City anymore. It's called Cedar Shores. But when my kids were little, it was Soak City, and we would go all the time. My kids have had season passes since they were probably, my oldest was in kindergarten, and it was just a great way to kill an afternoon. It would take an hour to get there, and they would take a nap in the car while we were driving there, and we'd walk around the park, or in the middle of summer, we would go to the kiddie area at Soak City. We would have lunch there and kill a few hours and then drive an hour back where they conked out again. And by the time we got home, it was dinner time and then bath time, and then off they went to bed. So I was a teacher then, I had my summers off. So it was a great way to kill an afternoon. And actually, my kids don't even have season passes anymore, but my husband and I still do because we enjoy going there. And we actually live a lot closer now. And it only takes about 20-25 minutes for us to get there. And we have free parking. The season passes now are so inexpensive. They're only $99. And for $99, you get access to the amusement park, and you get access to the water park, and you get free parking. So it's like, hello. And we do it a lot, and I don't know why we didn't do it this year, probably because we just had a lot going on. So yesterday, we had nothing going on, like, let's go. We ended up not even doing anything. We just shot video. I wanted to do the lazy river, but we didn't do it. I wanted to go on the Gemini because we walked around the park, but we didn't do it. But I got a lot of great video. And I've done a Cedar Point video before, but what I really wanted to talk about in this video is if you're going for a couple days, there's lots of options for you to stay. Cedar Point has been buying up different hotels, like Sawmill Creek is now a Cedar Point property. There's a golf course there. There's a resort. You can rent rooms. They have Castaway Bay, which is a indoor water park, but it's also a Cedar Point property right outside the entrance. There's several options, and within the park, it has hotel breakers, which when my kids were younger, before we had our place up in Marblehead, once a year I would get a room because it's just so nice. It's right on the beach. They have 2 pools. They now have a kiddie area, and it's right at the entrance of, well, in the back entrance of the park. So if you need a break in the middle of the afternoon, you can go to your room, take a quick swim, eat lunch, whatever, and then go back out to the park, which I love hotel breakers. And also in the back by the water park, they have this huge camping area, which we've stayed in a couple of times back when we had a pool behind trailer. And that's awesome because they have an in-ground pool. They also have like little park models that you can rent, which are cool. In fact, when my kids were in high school for their senior prom, they all rented a couple of them out. And when you all chip in, it's like really inexpensive. So that's what they did. You're not too close to the park, but you're right outside the water park. And I mean, honestly, it's not that far of a walk. So they're great. And there's another hotel back there too. So there's great options for you to stay overnight. There's several, I mean, there's just so many hotels in that whole area because it's such a touristy, everyone wants to go to Cedar Point in the summertime. So that being said, we talked about housing, the water park. I love the water park. They have 2 lazy rivers. So kids are back in school now, right? So a lot of these attractions they don't have enough staff for them. So the one back, Lazy River, which is actually my favorite because it's just really lazy. That one wasn't open, but the other Lazy River, that one is open. Tons of water slides. They have the wave pool. pretty much anything you can think of they have. So it's a great, I love it. And I don't know why we haven't gone yet this year. We used to go a couple times in the summertime. Well, we tried to actually. The first hot day, we wanted to go to the water park, and the line was probably a 2-hour line. Sorry for that interruption. Okay, so we did the water park, and then we decided, hey, let's go into the amusement park. And what's nice about having season passes is you don't need to get a stamp. You just walk out, and we ended up, there's a boardwalk, which you'll see, which takes you to the beach. And actually, we have been to the Cedar Point beach a lot this summer. We really like going there. We take our jet skis, and we just anchor our jet ski. We'll bring a speaker, but sometimes there's like live music on the band on the beach. And it overlooks the park, so it's fun to just sit there, bring a cooler. We just hang out in the water, especially on a hot day, and it's just fun to see the roller coasters going, and it smells good, like the elephant ears and the French fries. The smell is just amazing, and it's just a good way to kill a couple hours. So we walked out onto the beach and then walked down the boardwalk. You can also do parasailing. You can get jet skis. And then we walked into the park and just pretty much walked around the park. We didn't do any rides. Oh, we did. We did the tram, and you'll see it. And my husband was freaked out. I'm like, come on, really? I'm the one that's afraid of heights, not him. So the tram, and you'll see some beautiful aerial shots of the entire park. And it's gorgeous because you're surrounded by water. There are lake areas on both sides. You have the bay on the one side, and you have the lake on the other side. So it's just absolutely beautiful. And when you're on these tall roller coasters, the views are absolutely stunning. And then we took the train, which is my favorite sound of summer, hearing that train whistle. And you can actually see our place that we have up in Marblehead. So Cedar Point is like this way, and then Bay Point is this way. So they're literally like, that's why we take our jet skis over there. It's an 8-minute ride. It's so close. But to drive, because you have to go all the way around the peninsula, it takes us 45 minutes to get there by car, but only 8 minutes by boat or jet ski. But you can see it from the train, or even if you're on the top of some of those roller coasters, you can see the teeny tiny little park models that is at our place. So that's kind of cool. So we did the train, and then we just sort of walked around. I wanted to do the Gemini. The Gemini's been around since the 1980s, so it's like, it was like the biggest roller coaster when I was in high school. And it's just so much fun. It's 2 cars, and you race. It's like the red car and the blue car, and they both go simultaneously. And when you you go through a turn, people slap hands, well, each car. So it's super fun. But my husband was, no, I don't want to go. So we didn't get to go. And it was getting hot. So we just finished walking around the park. And everyone was like, I think we need to do the lazy river because it's so hot. And it was almost too hot. Like, let's just go. So we did. We got in the car, but we did spend a couple hours there. And it was super, super fun. And then I came home and jumped in the pool of my development. So all that being said, Cedar Point is awesome. And even though the summer's coming to an end, Cedar Point does not close until November 1st because after Labor Day, they shut down for like a week or two. Because then they get ready for Halloweekends. And last year, for the first time, they were open on Thursday nights. So last year, and the weather is beautiful in October, we went 4 Thursdays in a row, and all of the haunted houses were open. The decorations are amazing. All the rides are open. We had so much fun. So you still have a lot of time to get to Cedar Point. One thing about Halloweekends is you want to go, if you want to do haunted houses, you want to go Thursday night or Friday night. If you want to go for the rides, you probably want to go on Sunday. Saturday is so crowded, you will wait for hours because people want to get there because they want to do the rides during the day and then do all the haunted houses at night. It's gotten so crowded in the past that they've had to turn people away. They've had to close the park, like no more people, because it gets that crowded. So beware. I like to go on Friday nights, because we want to do the haunted houses. But Thursday was awesome because it's a school night. So we pretty much had the place to ourselves. So it was really cool. So get your butts to Cedar Point. I hope you enjoy this video and have a great weekend.